was always impressed upon me early on to give back, to pay it forward, so to speak. With big brothers, big sisters, I like the setup of the organization. I like the support that an organization offered. So I felt like it was the right opportunity and the right time for me to begin to pay it forward.
My first impression, he seemed like a pretty nice guy. I could tell right off the bat he was a really genuine person. He's probably the nicest guy that I know. Whenever you need something, he'll do everything that he can to help you. And that's something that I really admire about him. He'll give his all to a complete stranger.
I've not really met a man like Gene before. He's compassionate, he's open, he's very friendly. When he makes a commitment, he sticks to it. I remember him taking Mario to a Chiefs game, which really excited Mario. His high school graduation.
He taught me how to tie my first tie. And I think that was a big step for me becoming a boy to a man, having one of those necessity skills.
That was one of the biggest things for him. The other big thing was when I brought him to my house and I taught him how to barbecue.
He's been there during, not so good times too, when Mario was acting out, when we had some deaths in the family. Gene's just always been there. I
got a call from Mario. He just left a message, said, hey, I need to talk to you. Something really bad happened. His sister and two young nephews, both under the age of 10, and the sister was about 19 or 20 years old, they had been murdered. There's nothing that can prepare you for that, much less to a kid who's starting high school. I went to the funeral and I walked in and Mario was being very stoic, as you can imagine. Walked through, walked up and saw him, and he came over to me and just started sobbing. And I was later told that that was the only time that he had broken face, was that. And we have that kind of relationship, and I let him know it's gonna be, I couldn't tell him it was gonna be okay. I could tell him that it will get better, that this will pass. And we ended up talking about if this was going to be something that broke him or if it was gonna be something that he used as fuel to propel him to something in the future. He acted out. He had a lot of anger and frustration inside of him for about a year and a half. I remember us just having to go to a basketball court and he was playing on me harder than he had ever played, and I knew he just had to get some stuff out. And so we played, and then afterward we just sat on the court and talked for about half an hour and made sure he was gonna be okay. And I realized that he didn't need someone to tell him what he was doing wrong at the time. He needed somebody, he needed hope. So after that, I just began to see a change in him. We really grew through this, and he stayed on a good path. And I think it's been a testament to him that he's turned that darkness into light.
Gene never wavered in being there for us during these times. He has always been supportive, helpful, and consistent. I know that Gene's changed Mario's life, and Mario knows that Gene has changed his life. So it's a good feeling. I think we're all, including Gene, I think we're all very happy.
He always motivated me to do my best and not accept anything less than that.
He's a smart kid. He's a strong, outgoing kid. And if I had an influence on some of those things, I'm humble and I'm really proud of that.